Yo, what is going on, you guys? I'm gonna be doing, I'm talking about my DVDs. I'm gonna be talking about the Conjuring universe. The first one I'm gonna be talking about is the first one. Now, the first one takes place in this haunted house right here, and this family is getting messed with by this evil entity of the spirit. And that's when Ed and Lorraine come in, the paranormal investigators. The mom, who apparently gets possessed by Bathsheba, who wants to kill the two kids. Um, it's I'm like, wow, it gets really dark really quick, and that's when Ed and Lorraine tries to save her. And then comes Annabelle into the franchise. Okay, so this is part one. So it's based on the new couple that moved in, and the husband gave the wife this creepy looking Annabelle doll. Uh, so it's based on this adopted girl that was living with the parents next door to them, with the couple that is pregnant. Um, so the ones that was in the cult came back and killed the foster parents. These two are still alive, and he is apparently possessed that once the demon was trying to take the mom who was pregnant. So that was a little interesting. Now, this is Conjuring 2. It gets really, 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 really interesting really quick. So it's been a couple months now since the first two ended. Now, Lorraine is getting, she has visions about the nun, and she had a vision 7 years ago about her husband's death from this nun. The nun is Valak. And they dropped, they were hinting, or not hinting, they're saying Valak is a main character who will becoming a villain, or is a villain. Well, that's pretty cool. Here we go. This will be the second Annabelle curation. Okay, so this is with a orphanage is going to a farm. This old man opened his farm back up, and they are now living there. Uh, the couple that lived on the farm, their daughter died, and they let the demon moved. Had to have permission to go into the doll to live there. To do that, it would bring back the daughter. Realized what the day and realized it was not. That was the dad, and he is now. Sorry, I did that. Um, that is a character who gets possessed and wanders off into another orphanage. But this one ties in into the first Annabelle. Now that child, wound up into another orphanage and changed her name when the first child died by that truck, and changed her name to Annabelle. Now, this is when it gets interesting. Now, you see, when I saw the couple, now that girl is the adopted and killed the parents. Not the first one, but the second one. Okay, it gets confusing, yeah. It gets a whole lot confusing. Okay, then it comes The Nun, based in. Oh, I forgot already. I forgot. Anyway, Sister Irene, who is right here in the right um, picture, and the dark picture is Valak. That's a creepy one. Anyway, the priest, father right here with the cross. So Sister Irene and the priest are trying to stop the nun, Valak, to escaping um, the church, because there was a whole lot of messed up in there. So they added a farmer to help him. So he gets possessed, and at the end he has a something on his neck. And then at the nun comes the curse of La Llorona. Now I really don't know what this is about. Please don't hate me for this, but I think this takes place in Mexico. And I think this is La Llorona. And I think I saw maybe one or a half of it. And the reason that they call her La Llorona is because that she drowned her own kids, which is so messed up. And that's only half of it I know. The next one would be Annabelle Comes Home. I had to do it that way because there's no picture. Now, in Annabelle Comes Home, our two main characters return, Ed and Lorraine. It's been a few months, couple years now, since after 6 films now. So Judy's probably now, that's their daughter by the way, big. So the babysitter decided to go into the demon room and touch everything, bringing everything back to life. Which I'm like, oh Lord. And then they had to do all to get rid of it. And I can't remember what else. And then I bought this recently. Conjuring 3, Devil Made Me Do It. Now I liked this a lot because it was really interesting. So this one, number 3, was based on a really true story. Based on the others, this one was really based on a true story. Anyway, so Ed and Lorraine are back, and they're trying to do an exorcist on on this kid who is possessed scratched the walls. I'm like, wow, okay. Anyway, the kid stopped. He gave him a heart attack. What else? Throughout the movie, it was okay. It was better than the the first two. I liked it. It was a whole lot creepy. It was action, and it was not slow. It had no slowing down. It had none of that. It was a little bit of talking, maybe 10 seconds, and back to action. That's more I'm excited about. Um, this one gave me the creep. I'm gonna give this one 10 out of 10. I'm gonna go over it. This one I didn't mind too much, but I'm gonna give that one an 8, just because it kind of do a little better, but I ain't hating. Curse of La Llorona just sucked really, really bad. I hated it. Now, The Nun, I really love, so I'm gonna give that one a 10 out of 8. And about curation, so I'll have to give that one a 5. It's decent, but it's okay, and it could have done a little better. Conjuring 2. Yeah, it's really slow. I'll have to give that a 4 out of a 5. First Annabelle. This one just really is really slowing down. It's really boring. So I have to give that one a 1 out of a 1. Now for this, it's going to be a 1 out of a 10. Just because I love it and it's so slow. The next video I will be talking about is the Fast and the Furious franchise. I'll see y'all on the next one.